yeah, I'm 10, 12 years in. I got 4 MVPs and 4 championships. Like, but do I still want to do this shit? You know what I'm saying?
You know how hard it is.
Some people say, I want to go play baseball.
Garth Gilmore told me one time he played for Chicago. He said, if you expect to play a long time in this league, you better quit mopping up the floor. And I thought, well, he's crazy because that's what basketball is all about.
Bird takes it away from Wilkins, goes to the floor and gets it. Gets it up ahead.
Larry Bird has finally fired back at LeBron James and Kevin Durant, and his comments are sending shockwaves through the league. The usually calm and reserved Celtics legend, who rarely gets involved in today's NBA back and forth, has reached his limit. According to reports, something Kevin Durant said on LeBron's Mind the Game podcast crossed the line for Bird.
What do you think of when you hear the term load management thrown around?
It shouldn't be needed, first and foremost. You know, I never wanted to miss a game because it was an opportunity to prove. You know, the fans are there to watch me play. I want to impress that guy.
No, because when I play hard all the time. You know, there's no turn it on here, turn it off here. It's just 110% all.
I twist my ankle, and I had a teammate, David Greenwood. He says, you know, you twist your ankle, young fella, come over and sit with me. You know, this is, you need to. I said, no, man, I'm trying to make a name for myself. There's no way I can sit. You know, I need to get out there and show what I'm capable of. I want to play. I want to win. I want to.
Larry Bird built his entire career on showing up and competing no matter what. No special treatment, no load management, no nights off for minor aches. Even when his back was so bad, he had to lie flat on the locker room floor just to loosen up. He still played. That was his standard. Play hard, take pride in the game, and never hide behind excuses. But now that old-school mindset has collided with today's superstar culture. When Kevin Durant made a slick comment about Michael Jordan on LeBron's Mind the Game podcast, Bird reportedly lost patience. He thought it was one of the most disrespectful things he'd ever heard said about the fiercest competitor the sport has ever seen. And what pushed it even further? LeBron laughed right after Durant said it. Cameras caught everything. They knew exactly what they were hinting at, painting Jordan's retirement as a sign of weakness, while lifting up LeBron's long career. But here's what they ignored. Jordan didn't leave basketball because he was worn out or uninterested. He stepped away after his father, James Jordan, was murdered in a robbery. The man who guided him, motivated him, and shaped his path was suddenly gone. In that grief, Michael chose to honor his father by chasing the baseball dream they once talked about together. That choice came from love, not laziness. To Larry Bird, that moment is sacred. Making fun of it crosses a line you simply don't cross in this sport. And for once, the quiet legend decided to say something loud. Show respect to the people who built the foundation you're standing on.
The fans are there to watch me play. I want to impress that guy way up on top who probably worked his ass off to get a ticket or to get money to buy the ticket.
You really cared about the guy who sat in the top deck at the Palace in Auburn Hills to watch you when you came to Detroit?
Yeah, because I know he's probably yelling at me and I want to shut him.
Let me tell you about why it was important to me, because that's all I'm going to say. My parents, I didn't come from very much. And for Christmas, my parents got me a ticket to go watch the San Antonio Spurs because David Robinson was my favorite player. One ticket. My dad, who worked security and scrubbed floors and did all this stuff, he dropped me off at the game, gave me $5, and I went in there by myself because my family couldn't afford to come to the...
Michael and his father had always talked about playing pro baseball one day. It was something deeply personal between them. So when Durant threw out that line, smirking and saying some people play baseball, he wasn't being funny. He was being flat out disrespectful. He turned one of the hardest moments in Jordan's life into a cheap joke. And LeBron laughing right beside him only made it worse. That laugh wasn't harmless. It was a clear sign he agreed. Let's clear up the real story. Jordan didn't retire because he was embarrassed or knocked out early. He didn't walk away because the pressure got to him. He stepped aside after winning 3 straight championships, a full three-peat. He reached the top, proved he was the best, and still chose to walk away while he was dominating the league. Not Magic. Not Bird. Not Isaiah Thomas. None of them left the game at their absolute peak like that. And Jordan did it while dealing with the pain of losing his father. That kind of strength can't be faked. Now here's the unbelievable part. The person calling Jordan a quitter is Kevin Durant, the same player who left Oklahoma City after blowing a 3-1 lead to Golden State. And what did he do right after? He joined the exact team that knocked him out. A 73-win squad already stacked with Curry, Clay, and Draymond. That move didn't just shock the league, it labeled him permanently. Even players from his own generation called it the weakest move they'd ever seen. And it didn't end there. Durant left Brooklyn when things got messy, demanded trades, and when Phoenix didn't gel fast enough, he asked out again. This is the guy mocking Jordan for stepping away once, out of grief and respect for his father. It's ridiculous. And then there's LeBron. When things got tough in Cleveland the first time, he went to Miami. When Miami started declining, he went back to Cleveland. When that ran its course, he moved to Los Angeles. Every time the situation got rough, he switched teams. Call it strategy if you want, but it's not loyalty. Then Durant pushed it even further by saying the real goal in the NBA should be playing 20 years. Not chasing championships, not proving greatness, just lasting as long as possible. And LeBron nodded along like it was the greatest idea ever. Longevity over legacy? Come on. Larry Bird and Michael Jordan never cared about just sticking around. They cared about dominating while they were here. That's what greatness is about. Not how long you play, but how much you accomplish.
This rest stuff just drives me crazy. You're playing basketball for a living, okay? I understand if you're working in the coal mine that you may need a rest day after you're playing basketball.
This is where Michael Jordan's entire mentality blows their argument apart. When people talk about load management, Michael Jordan is the last name anyone thinks of. He never cared about stretching out his career. He cared about mastering the game. Every season, every matchup, his goals stayed the same. Push himself as far as he could, lift his team, and dominate on both offense and defense. No scheduled rest days. No excuses. No hiding behind numbers or medical charts. Jordan didn't chase a long career. He chased greatness. He played 15 seasons, but really only had 13 full ones. And in that time, he delivered 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs, 5 regular season MVPs, 10 scoring titles, and 9 all-defensive team selections. That kind of resume is almost unreal. Now look at LeBron and Durant together. They've played a combined 39 seasons, nearly triple Jordan's prime years. And yet all those years add up to just 6 championships, 5 MVPs, 6 finals MVPs, 5 scoring titles, and 5 all-defensive selections. Almost 4 decades of basketball, and they still can't match what Jordan accomplished in a little over a decade. More years, less impact. Jordan twisted his ankle? He didn't sit out. He locked in even more. That was who he was from day one. As a rookie in 1984, he played all 82 games. And remember, this wasn't the soft, modern NBA. This was a brutal era. Hard fouls, non-stop back-to-backs, commercial flights, and minimal staff. 1 trainer, 1 strength coach per team. And players still showed up every night, because that's what competitors did. In the 1999 to 2000 season alone, 58 players played all 82 games. Today, we're seeing the worst player availability in league history. Stars sit out more than ever, even with private charters, full medical teams, recovery science, nutrition staff, and technology designed to keep them fresh. And still, fewer games, fewer minutes, fewer battles. It makes no sense physically. It's purely a mindset shift. Jordan treated the game like something sacred. He respected the fans who paid to watch him. Wearing the NBA jersey was an honor, not a burden. Today, when players making $95 million a year choose to sit because they're tired, that's not smart planning. It's a slap in the face to the people who show up hoping to see them play. LeBron James has been in the league over 20 years and has played a full 82-game season only once. One time. Meanwhile, legends like Larry Bird, Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, even Allen Iverson, guys who took a beating every night, managed multiple full seasons without complaining. And here's the real issue. When LeBron takes games off, that behavior spreads. If the top star sits, everyone else feels like they can sit too. Suddenly bench players rest. Role players rest. And before long, the whole league treats the regular season like it doesn't matter until April. That mindset kills competition. Kevin McHale said it perfectly. Jordan's era was different because Jordan set the tone. When he was the face of the league, players didn't coast. They didn't blame injuries or ask for nights off. They played. Jordan even broke his foot one season and missed 64 games. The Bulls begged him to sit out the rest of the year. He refused. He came back on a minute's limit and still fought to be on the court when it mattered most. That's heart. That's a real obsession with winning.
Is it load management? Yeah. Like, can you imagine somebody telling me, we're gonna rest you tonight? What do you mean rest me? It's a game.
Or you coming into the season and going like this, I got 82 games, count on me missing 20.
No.
We can't have a guy making $95 million saying, I can't play basketball 4 days a week. You can't ask fans to pay that money for a guy making $95 million won't play back-to-back games.
I love the NBA game, but then I turn on to a game, right? And then the stars are not playing because of load management. It's hurting the game.
Michael Jordan, the Magic Johnsons, Larry Bird, Charles Barkley's, we earned what we got. When the corporate America came to us, we had a game that could validate their admiration and
sponsorship and all that. Yeah.
Now they get that before they play one game.
Yeah.
So you're rolling the dice to see if this kid's ever going to be good or not.
Yeah.
So in essence, you're paying the kid off of potential.
Yeah.
That he may be great.
You don't think that's good?
No, because I think it sets bad work ethic. When you get something so easily, you're not going to work it.
When Jordan was asked why he took risks by playing hurt, he answered honestly, "Do I care about the guy sitting in the top deck? Yeah. He's probably yelling at me, and I want to shut him up. If fans come to see me play, I don't want to miss that chance. If I physically can't play, that's different. But if I just don't feel like it, that's not who I am." That quote says everything. It's about respect. Respect for the game, for the fans, and for himself. Jordan and Larry Bird both played fewer than 15 full seasons because they left everything on the floor. They dove for loose balls, fought through pain, and took on the toughest matchups. They poured out every ounce of energy they had. They weren't saving themselves for year 20. They were focused on the game in front of them and the championship on the line. Meanwhile, Durant and LeBron have spent years chasing stats, points, records, milestones, anything that boosts their numbers. Jordan once said, "If I cared about scoring records, I would have kept playing to catch Wilt and Kareem." But he didn't. Because he wasn't obsessed with numbers, he was obsessed with winning. Rings, legacy, and respect. That's what separated true legends from stat hunters. So when Durant says the real goal is to play 20 seasons, he ends up exposing the entire mindset problem in today's league. That one sentence shows the difference between him and Jordan. Jordan didn't care about longevity. He cared about domination. Being the best, not lasting the longest. And he created that legacy in just 13 full seasons. Meanwhile, Durant and LeBron have nearly 40 combined seasons and are still living in Jordan's shadow. And here's the kicker. NBC just brought Michael Jordan back into the center of the NBA spotlight.
Think about that.
More than 20 years after retiring, he's still more powerful and respected than anyone playing today. When Jordan speaks, the entire basketball world listens. If he says players should show up, compete, and respect the fans, that message hits differently because he lived it. Larry Bird has been saying the same thing privately. People close to him say he's told friends that Jordan doesn't need to defend himself. His career already answers every question. And he's right. Jordan's legacy is the response. Durant and LeBron can laugh on podcasts. They can shrug off rings, rewrite history, or joke about the past. But every debate still ends with one name. Every ranking, every highlight reel, every discussion about the greatest, it always comes back to Michael Jordan. Because here's the truth, longevity will never replace greatness. Jordan didn't need 2 decades to prove anything. He only needed one season at a time, one game, one moment, to show the world what excellence looked like. And he did that for 13 straight years. Durant and LeBron are still piling up numbers. Still chasing milestones. Still trying to catch a ghost they'll never reach. So yes, Michael Jordan did respond to LeBron and Durant, but not with words. His career already said everything that needed to be said. And Larry Bird is right there behind him, backing the message with the same fire he had during his Boston days. If you think today's NBA has lost its competitive edge, hit that like button. If you believe players should bring back real respect for the game and the fans who support it, drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're ready for more honest, no-filter breakdowns about what's really happening in the basketball world, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications.